Hello, my name is Hersh and welcome to the HERshyt Show. Well, a little bit about it. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you'll probably cuss at me, but that's alright. I just want to bring to you the realization of what's really going on in this world that a lot of people are afraid to speak on. Enjoy. Okay, so I finally got Flea back. She finally came out from hiding. Yay! I don't have to talk to myself no more. I'm so excited. legit wise, because I still talk to myself. But it's okay.
It's all right. As long as you whisper, it'll be all right.
But welcome back,
All right.
my dear. So this week, look, y'all, I don't know. Everybody that watches the show is not on my regular page. So I just...
Oh, okay. So they don't know.
Yeah. Have you ever heard... My first time ever. Have you ever heard of sea lice?
Never heard of sea lice. It sounds scary as hell.
What was your first thought when you saw that post of sea lice?
I thought she had lice or something. And I thought, damn, what am I going to do? And I thought about that sign in that subdivision we seen where they get rid of lice.
Yes, there was a legit sign in one of the neighborhoods we rode through. We was going back down memory lane. It was my old neighborhood, mine and Mackenzie and Donna's and all of our old neighborhood beside East Paulding Middle School.
They got a side hustle. They get rid of lice.
And it literally said, got lice. I'm not laughing because it is something serious.
I've never seen that before. And I was like, man, they got a side hustle. They get rid of lice.
Hey,
right.
That's a side hustle for real.
I know.
Got lice, I got nicks. Let's go, baby. But no, let me tell you. So this cup that she's drinking out of, Bimini, Bahamas. Y'all listen. 42nd birthday, we cruise off. Literally on my birthday. That day we take off. Beautiful. Never been on a cruise before, so I'm telling y'all. And it's cheap.
Cruise. Okay.
It's cheap. You ain't got to pay for no. Everything is inclusive.
I'm not a cruise person.
Listen. I've never been on one, and I would see people go on them. I'd be like, man, what are they really doing out there? You know, you just floating on the water for a few days type stuff, right? No, that shit is a party on the ship, for real. We lived at karaoke
I think
night.
about Titanic.
No, you got to at least try it one time.
Because I'll be looking like at the boats on the side. How many rafts y'all got on the side?
No, but that's mandatory. So when you get on the ship, right? Well, the one I went on, then I'm hearing that it's mandatory for all, of course, especially for the Titanic side. Because you got to know where you're supposed to go. Because the story has it.
Oh, if something does happen.
They rushed people on the ship for Titanic and they didn't go through the emergency protocols and all that good stuff. They just rushed on it and they was going to do it the next day. Nobody understood where the lifeboats and stuff were. That's the story behind it. I don't know how true it is, but whatever.
But y'all's boat, everything.
On our ship, when we got on, they give you a group number that you have to go through the mandatory emergency protocols.
Okay.
And if you do not, and everything is off of a card, you don't take money on there, nothing like that. It's a card. Your bank account is attached to it. Everything you pay for is literally from your card. Right?
I wonder how many people lose that thing.
Oh, boy, you'd be... Listen.
I don't know where my card's at.
Drinks of plenty. I promise you, drinks of plenty.
Well, I guarantee you my card would go missing.
No, you
I'd be like, I don't know where my card's at.
You get one of them little things that go around your neck. What's it called?
Don't matter. I still
I promise you would not. I promise you would not. And it's amazing. So when you get on the boat or the ship, I'm sorry, I got beat up for calling in the boat while I was on the boat. But the ship, because it is a big ass ship. So when you get on, you have to go through, they scan your card to say, okay, you went through the protocols. But you know exactly where your lifeboat is at if something happens.
Well,
you know what group you're in. So you can get there and do whatever you got to do, right? And it's huge. It's not no small little rinky-tink.
What brand did y'all go on? Like what? Carnival?
Carnival Liberty.
Okay.
Listen, when you get on, they do this little dance party thing. Well, so after you go and do what you got to do as far as your protocols, they bring your bags up, unless you just want to bring your bags with you. They have people that bring the bags up into your room. They're outside your door when you get there. So apparently you can't take steamers below, not an iron, the steamers.
Mm-hmm. You can't take that?
It got confiscated. My sister's bag was not with my bag in front of the door, so she was But she had already took her steamer a few times, but apparently they confiscated and kept it throughout the whole cruise. And
you get it back?
Yeah, you get it back when you come off.
What are you going to do with the steamer?
I have no fucking idea. But
hold you up. We'll stand you! I mean.
I don't know. But so they did this whole little going on, you know, the party to kick it off. And then, I mean, there's drinks aplenty. Food is included, everything. And it's not expensive at all.
I'll be jamming on food.
Oh, yes. But then they have karaoke night. They have, and we stayed at karaoke. Shout out to the hype crew. We ended up clicking up with like 10 other people, and we was in that Joker hype, whoever was on the stage. But they got comedians on there. They got shows. They got games. There's something for everybody. Literally. And you have the grown folk side where kids aren't allowed upstairs on outside. So if you want to get away, you go over there and all the kids is on the other side. But they actually have some ships that no kids are allowed at all. You just have to research it. But yeah, so definitely. So, okay, we did a quick little, let's go down to Bimini, Bahama and come back. My first cruise. Right?
How long do y'all stay? Like 3-4 days? Or?
Bimini is literally a spit part away from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They have day trips from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay.
So we kind of just floated around in the ocean for the first day. And you can see, like they have maps, you can see where you're at. Just like when you're on a plane.
Okay.
You can see where you're at or whatever and follow yourself. So we would literally just ride in the coast and then we'd go out a little bit and come back in. So whatever. But we got there Saturday. Because you come back Sunday. No, we got the Bimini on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And then Monday, we docked back. So when we leave Bimini, by the time we woke up the next morning, Monday morning, we was already back in Florida and ready to go. But
so you have a whole day on that little island, right?
So it's from 8. We had to be back on the ship at like 3:30 in the afternoon. So they'll tell you your itinerary, what time to be back on. And
what if you're not on there? You just get left?
Oh, no, they're not going to leave you.
No?
No.
They're like, roll call.
They can't leave that dock until everybody is accounted for.
See, I'm known to go loafing. It'd be interesting. They're like, where's she at?
You be the one while everybody pissed off.
I'm like, there's that damn little white-headed thing.
But you know what? People probably wouldn't give a shit because
I'm notorious for going loafing. I can't.
So that's what me and Sis did. That's what me and Flojo did. We were like, oh, the island is only 8 miles long.
Oh, Lord.
Right? Anybody that knows us knows that we walk. We don't. Everybody jumped off and started getting golf carts, and they were charging like $75, $90 to rent these golf carts for the day. Hell yeah, they making bank. But it's a tiny island, so that's where they get their money from is tourists.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And there was still so much damage on the island from the hurricanes. And I asked one of the locals, I was like, where did this come from?
Is it a current hurricane?
No, Hurricane Matthew. They have not recovered from Hurricane Matthew in 2016.
Oh, wow.
So these islands, and that's the part that hurts me because what is the UK doing to assist their island? What is the U.S. doing to assist our U.S. territories with the hurricane damage?
So you see damage everywhere, like still.
It's not as bad as Maria with Puerto Rico, but it's still bad enough. The island is 8 miles long, so there's really not that many people. It's thousands of people that live there, but it's not a whole. It's like a small town, but you're literally it's 8 miles long and like 3 miles wide. Like you can see the water from either side on the main road.
Awesome.
It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I advise anybody to go there. And Fort Lauderdale does have a day turnaround ferry kind of thing.
But hang on.
So we get there.
I didn't know where not to stop.
So we get there. We start walking, and we take off. We was like, okay, we're going to find the little shops. We could do a 5K. It's only 3 miles.
Speed walker here.
No, she's the speed walker.
You got to keep up.
I'm the wobbler. I look like the penguin behind her.
That's right. I walk slow. I'm like.
I walk a little fast, but she's got me. But anyway, we get all the way down to the bottom where the shops and stuff are, and it's called Radio Beach. Beautiful, clear water. They got the little, they got a little boat like docked in where they're, you can buy your drinks or whatever. They got the barbecue spot up at the top. It's gorgeous. Perfect. And we was like, hell yeah, we found it. get in the water, just float. We wasn't in the water maybe 15, 20 minutes. Get out the water, everything was fine. I'm thinking, but the sand was so soft and so thick. It wasn't pink sand or nothing, nothing
Just
like
white
that.
sand.
Gorgeous, beautiful, clear
You know
water.
what Panama is? Like Panama sand? You know Panama City?
Yeah.
You know, it's real white.
But it's more clean than Panama City.
I mean, I'm not saying it's clean, but I'm just, you know what I mean?
Panama City got some nasty
well,
water.
I'm just trying to, like, people know Panama, they know white sand.
Yeah, it's just regular white sand,
okay.
right? So we come off, I mean, it's crystal. You can see down to the bottom, but like, as soon as I took like 3 steps in, I was down under the water. Like, it dips kind of quick, but they do have some kind of sandbars out where people, if you swim out to it, you can stand on the sandbars type stuff. I wasn't doing that. I like to be near the shore. I'm not floating off in the water, letting Jaws get me. That's just not me.
No.
So, step out, boom, 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 everything's good. We was only in the water for maybe 15, 20 minutes. We was like, let's go shopping, and we'll get back to the ship. We're going to walk back to the ship or whatever and be there by 3:30, 3:15. 3:15, 3:30 before we have to leave out.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want to wait in the line, so we wanted to get back a little early. Cool. Get out the water. About 10, 15 minutes walking back. After we done went shopping and everything, my ankle started burning. It felt like somebody lit a lighter to me.
It wasn't itching or anything, just burning.
Burning, like somebody put a torch to the inside of my right ankle. And I'm like, man, what the hell is that? But I got issues anyway. I got allergies.
We're both immune compromised, so we're like, what is that?
I'm like, whatever, give me a little rum,
we just kind of
drink.
get used to it, we're like, what is this crap?
Got a little alcohol in my system and kept on walking. Boom, works out. So we get on the ship, we go eat dinner, we take our shower, took the showers, everything was cold, but it was still burning. Now at this point, it started itching, and my left ankle was starting to itch. And I was like, what the fuck what is this? Don't know. Started taking pictures. I'll just show my doctor when I get back, blah, 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 blah. By midnight that night, I was in the medic station. Now, you got to pay cash for the medic station. It's like $150 to get the doctor in. But it's still cheaper.
Is it on the boat?
Yeah, they have a medic station down in the bottom of the ship.
Okay.
So about midnight, I ended up going down there. She was like, it's going to be $150 if I call the doctor. I was like, heifer, I don't give a damn who you call.
I'll give you $500.
So she said, the doctor was like, I don't know what that is. I'm going to give you a shot, an allergy shot, because I told him I had allergies. So maybe the sand, maybe, something. He gives me a shot in the ass, sends me on my way. So that was done and over with. Get off the ship the next morning I woke up, it was spreading up to my knees, like the bumps and stuff. So
now it was red.
Red.
So
it was horrible.
It was like
I'm gonna give the producer some pictures. He could post them up for me for the show because it was bad. My feet.
I seen your face. I was like, ugh.
It was horrible. It was horrible. So the next morning I was like, bruh, that allergy shot didn't do nothing for me.
So you went back down there.
Went back down there at 6:00 that morning to go I had to get my paperwork and stuff anyway. And they was like, oh yeah, well there's an urgent care down the street when you get off the ship. Because we don't know what it is. I was like, how do you work as a doctor on a cruise ship and not know what this is?
Especially down there, you think it'd be a little more common.
It's the ocean. So I was like, whatever, I'm going to chalk it off as an allergy reaction and call it a day. Get off the ship. Now, every time we go on a trip, it's always me. Something always happens to me. So it's never a dull moment. But
no, you imagine both of us? Lord of mercy. Mm-hmm.
It's a comical moment. But we're gonna have to take a quick break real quick. And we'll be right back to finish telling you what these doctors did and did not know. With my experiences going to Bimini, Bahamas.
Damn Sea Lice.
My name is Hersh and welcome to the HERshyt Show. I just wanted to do a little quick snippet and clip it to bring some awareness to you. You do not have to be famous or a celebrity or whatever. You don't have to be none of that to come on the HERshyt Show. The HERshyt Show is literally to talk shit, to have topics that people won't discuss, or to be a conversation starter, so to speak. You can reach out on Facebook, you can reach out on Instagram, you could just reach out to the HERshytShow@gmail.com with your topic or with your name. We got the Zoom launched already, so we can actually do that at your convenience. You don't even have to travel because you're not getting paid to come on the HERshyt Show, and I'm not getting paid for you to be here. So let's help each other out. If you got a topic, reach out. The HERshyt Show does not shy away from any conversation. I promise you that. So again, the HERshyt Show at gmail.com or the HERshyt Show on Instagram or Facebook. And we will get back to you as quickly as possible. Come be on the show. Your book, your business, whatever you want to talk about. If you got a topic, just reach out to us. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Thank you. Okay, so back to it. So the medic on the cruise didn't know what he was looking at. He legit walked in and was like, that looks bad. I know it looks bad. What can you do about it?
So by this time, it's swollen.
Yes.
I seen your picture, so it's already
and
swollen.
red, and it's starting to spread up my legs. Yeah, it was bad. Now,
Burning, too.
It felt like a whole bunch of little pricklies. It was prickly. It wasn't like how your foot falls asleep prickly. It was like somebody was just tagging me with little micro needles up my legs.
Burning, yeah.
Oh my God. But I knew not to itch. So I'm looking retarded, standing in, don't take offense to me saying retarded, but I'm looking a little touched, standing in line singing to myself like, don't scratch, don't scratch.
Oh, you done made up a rhyme and everything?
Yes. I had to.
You done made up a rhyme? No.
I had to because I wanted to
scratch.
just.
Next time I get poison ivy, next time I get poison ivy, look, don't scratch. I'm gonna sing me a song next time I get poison ivy.
I would rather have poison ivy. I promise you, I would not wish that on anybody.
That's terrible.
So, sucked it up. We went and tried to grab something to eat real quick or whatever, just a little snacky snack. Get off the ship. We find this urgent care that's like a couple miles away. Go into urgent care. She drops me off and goes to the corner store to go ahead and fill up and all that good stuff. I was like, bet I'll probably be in here in a minute. Go inside. The lady comes in and she was just like,
another one.
This is a whole different doctor. This is in Florida, Orlando at that. So not Orlando, somewhere around Orlando, wherever we was. She comes in and looks. She was like, that's cellulitis. And I was like, what the fuck is cellulitis? I have no idea. And she was just like, oh, well, it's just a bacteria infection. We're going to give you 2 shots in the ass, and you can go pick up this prescription down the street at Walgreens and be on your merry way to Georgia. And I'm looking at her like, okay. So they give me, I said, y'all just want my ass cheeks. So this is 3 shots in less than 24 hours. So they get me on this side with some antibiotics. Mm-hmm. And then she hits me on this side with some tramadol to try to make me go to sleep.
They trying to put you out.
Cause sis was like, I don't want to hear her bitching the whole ride. We got this 6-hour drive, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and knock her out. I was like, okay. Didn't knock me out at all. I finally made myself kind of rest.
Yeah, did it ease it up any?
No. So we get the antibiotics, and I was like, okay, so now I got allergy pills and antibiotics. I should be covered on either way, whatever it is.
And you're singing your little jingles.
Yes, because Lord knows I just wanted to claw. Ooh. I needed Wolverine at that point. I wanted them to cut my feet off. It had gotten that bad. So we get all the way to Augusta. I pick up my truck because it was parked at her house. Mm-hmm. I have to drive back to Atlanta at this point. She was like, you gonna be good? I was like, why not? Let me go, because I'm going straight to the emergency room. I already knew where I was going. I was coming to the emergency room near the house.
It's pretty much straight shot in there. It's a straight.
Yeah, but it's also Monday during traffic time.
Ooh.
That I'm hitting Atlanta. So we already know.
Woo! That Atlanta traffic.
So I'm in there praying like, Lord, just let me
Don't
get there.
Scratch me.
Hey.
Don't scratch.
I couldn't do nothing. I had one foot propped up like when I was driving to try to elevate. It was horrible. Ooh, it was horrible. So I finally get to the emergency room, Luckily, there was a handicap spot
No,
right
you
by
went
the
to
door.
Atlanta to the emergency room, right?
No, I came out to Kennestone.
Okay.
I was not stopping
Okay, you just
on
went
that
straight.
side. I wanted to be on the west
Okay.
side, right? So I stopped. I was like, Kennestone is down the street from my house. They already have my records. Let's go.
Mhm.
So I get there, walked in. They have a nifty new way in the emergency room now. They stick you. They go ahead and put the IV line in you. They check your blood pressure and your vitals, and then you walk around with your own shit.
Before you get...
Before
They just
you
prep
get-
you. I mean...
They prep you to go to the other. So when you first walk in, you stand in, you get your vitals. They go ahead and stick you, and they have all your stuff in and ready.
So when you're ready, you're good to go.
You're good to go in case something breaks out. You can get back. So they've actually bettered their process, right? But you walking. Everybody's walking around looking like the apocalypse, right? You don't have an IV bag, but you got an IV line ready for you, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. Get back there. They called me back kind of fast, so I was like, cool. I'm still able to walk a little bit at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need no chair. I'm good. Get to the back, sit down. 3.5 hours later.
2.5?
3.5 hours later. My feet had gotten so swollen, I could not walk.
Well, at least you were there of all places.
They had to legit help me stand up just to wiggle around to the chair. I could not step up on my feet at all at this point. You would think I had like scabs and all. No, it was literally just red and swollen.
I've seen the pictures.
And I'm fussing at them at this point. I was like, when I walked in. Now I'm having to use a wheelchair just to get to the back of the room. Then when I got into the room, they didn't even elevate my feet. They were just like, here's the bed.
Yep.
With some chick that was going psychotic on the other side. Because you know you got to share rooms or whatever.
With a little curtain. What was she doing?
I can't tell that girl's business. It's HIPAA.
We canceling here, but what she doing?
she was a little psychotic, put it that way.
Yeah,
I think she was in
like
there for like
screaming?
psychiatric purposes. Yeah. So doctor comes in, he was like, that's sea lice.
Now somebody knows that all the way up here. And
In
the
Georgia.
islands didn't have a clue.
In the mountains of Georgia, they know that this is sea lice. But all the way on the cruise ship in Florida, they had no idea what it was. I don't know. And it was so swollen to the point now, maybe you would have been able to notice that in the begin with. But I did Google cellulitis. It did kind of resemble, but you're a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not telling me what kind of bacteria it is. So I had Kennestone, like I ordered all types of blood work. I was like, and the nurse comes in there and was like, well, you can't just order blood work like you're at a restaurant. I said, why I can't? She was like, well, typically that's, with cellulitis, we just give you antibiotics and you're on your way. We can't just tell what kind it is. This was a nurse. I said, let me explain something to you. Just because I look a little homeless don't mean I can't afford this hospital bill that I'm about to get. Plus, I do have insurance. Don't treat me like I'm just somebody coming off the street that don't know shit. I'm not.
Like shit.
Listen, that lady got cussed out. Whoever that nurse is at
Remember I was telling you
Kennestone.
before? They treat you like garbage. Like,
Yeah.
that's for facts.
That makes no sense. I said, I don't want to even talk to you no more. There was a few
It's
choice
facts. It makes
extra
you feel
words.
like absolutely just like, okay.
Yeah, that lady, she got a little piece of Hershey that day because when she came in there, it was like, you can't just da-da-da-da-da. My whole, I'm itching at this point, but y'all already know my facial. I looked up at that heifer like, bitch, who? Man, I had to catch myself because I really wanted to see a doctor, but I cussed her out. She wasn't my nurse for the rest of the night. She wouldn't even come around me for the rest of the day. Thankfully, because don't do that. Don't judge people by how they look when they walk in somewhere.
That's just it.
That's unprofessional.
It's very.
But you're just going to get a higher bill. Oh, okay. I want to know what the fuck this is, so do what you got to do. I don't want no flesh-eating bacteria because I done heard about it.
That's creepy, yes.
You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
came from the ocean, literally. You know what I mean? And then dude was just like, no. And I said, well, what is sea lice? He comes in and brings me this printout. And it's apparently jellyfish larvae. I stepped in their bed. And them little stings were the toxins from the baby jellyfish. They didn't like me in their territory.
It's understandable, but you had to find that. No.
Yeah, I had to find that in a whole nother locate, from a country to a ship to Georgia.
You had to step in their little nest.
Yeah.
Lord of mercy.
Because it was so soft and the water was so clear. I've heard of people getting, stung by jellyfish and they had to piss on the leg or the light. So I did find out, if you go on a cruise or if you're going to the ocean, period, take a bottle of vinegar, spray vinegar, so you can spray it if you get stung.
Just white vinegar?
White vinegar.
Okay.
Get sprayed and some calamine lotion. So I know now.
So that's any kind of sting. Vinegar is like a miracle thing for everything.
Well, they said that like the lifeguards usually have like vinegar on their stain where they sit at.
Okay.
Oh, I've been researching the hell out of sea lice, y'all. I promise you, because it is not.
You made me look it up too.
I end up putting.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, sea lice. Google. I never heard that before.
It's similar to sand fleas. And I should have thought of that because I've been where sand fleas are not, but I never got sand fleas when I was in Kuwait, Iraq, or Afghanistan. I know people who did, but I didn't. And the other nurse, the good nurse, came in and she was just like, yeah, like sand fleas. And I was like, if this is what sand fleas feel like in the desert, I can only imagine what other people went through. Especially, you still got to wear your uniform.
Yeah, you got to wear the boots, all that.
I came home.
Would you mind putting boots over that?
Listen, I came home and propped my feet up on 3 pillows because the doctor kept saying toes above nose.
Now you can add that to your rhyme.
Toes above nose. Hey,
oh.
Hey. But for a week, literally for a week, they put me on bed rest. My supervisor was like, "What in the hell did you do, Hersh?" I said, man, listen, apparently I pissed off some baby jellyfish. Because he was an EMT before he works with me where I'm working at. So I hit him up with pictures and was like, what is this? Before I even went to the medic downstairs.
Did he mention that?
And he was just like, well, he thought it was an allergy reaction too because I'm sensitive to every damn thing. So.
I am too. I can walk past a bush and I'll break out in welts. I'm like, I'm so used to it now. I'm like, it'll go away in a minute.
So it'd be alright.
I'm like, it'll go away in a minute. They're like,
and we were walking, so I was like, maybe it was some type of leaf. Maybe it was some, the seashell got me. I don't know.
The possibilities of what it could be.
I never thought about it being the ocean. Never thought about it being me stepping in.
And it's
something.
also the ocean salt water. So you would think.
It's
healing in itself.
But if you have any types of openings or cuts or anything like that, you are opening yourself up to getting some type of staph infection or something like that. So, but hell, my family in Bermuda, they'd be like, oh, you got a cut? Go to the ocean. Like, you know.
That's what is always very healing, yeah.
Apparently it's not. Apparently you're still opening yourself up to stuff. So I don't know. But make sure if you are going to the ocean to pack accordingly. But they said like sea lice usually gets up on there like your bathing suit or whatever. This wasn't the case for me. I stepped in them. I didn't sit in nothing. I stepped in it.
You done pissed them off.
Yeah, all the way. And them fuckers rode all the way to Georgia with me.
Woo!
Yeah.
So it took you about a week to get everything back to normal?
Yeah. Now I'm singing, I got normal ankles. I got normal ankles. I got normal ankles. Fuck sea lice. But, I mean, I'm still taking the antibiotics, though, because I was like, just to be on the safe side.
No, I'll go ahead and take the rest of your...
I paid for them. Antibiotics ain't going to hurt to take, so.
She said your bill was going to be higher. Judge me. I told you. Remember what I told you? I said, these people judge you like crazy.
That is very unprofessional, though.
It makes you feel like absolute...
For one, it was unprofessional for the doctor to say, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to give you a shot in the ass of allergy medicine just in case. Then the next doctor was just like, that's cellulitis. Here's some antibiotics. We're going to give you 2 shots in the ass. Go on about your way. Third doctor, the one in the mountains, says...
That's what amazes me.
That is sea lice. So, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Just make sure you pack.
Vinegar, white vinegar.
Yep, vinegar.
And calamine lotion.
Calamine lotion, and just take you some Benadryl with you just in case it is an allergy reaction.
Vinegar's it's like a miracle.
Apparently so.
It really is. Vinegar is.
I use it to clean.
It's absolutely amazing. And apple cider vinegar for the internal.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. A lot of people do that to lose weight and stuff too, don't they?
Well, you can do it to lose weight, but mostly it's for the health benefits.
Like a detox?
You can detox, that it helps alkalize your body.
Okay.
It's got so many health benefits, it's unreal.
I remember doing it with like cucumbers and tomatoes cut up.
Oh yeah,
and put a little apple cider vinegar on it. That's that old school country shit. Y'all.
Now you can do it like to lose weight. I think you can do like a shot of apple cider vinegar with the mother. That's what it's called, with the mother. It's like some kind of organic. And then you can do cayenne pepper and I think lemon juice and a little bit of honey. And the combination of it all, it like does some kind of chemical thing, and it
like a detox.
Yeah, it's really good for you.
I've seen people do it. Like it was a big thing on social media.
No, it really is. There's a lot of good benefits from it.
Okay.
I used to just drink it. I don't need to add that stuff. No, this is me. I don't need to add all that other stuff.
Will it help with sea lice?
I know. It probably would. And I was like, I don't need to add all that other stuff.
Be out there trying to make some paste.
So I just started drinking it raw, just in the morning, just flat out. Oh, you could feel it burn all the way down.
I feel like an ulcer waiting to happen to me.
Oof. Yeah.
My luck, I would get an ulcer from that. I'm not trying it. But enjoy the cruises for real. And if you get a chance to go to Bimini, go. It's gorgeous. It's well worth it.
I ain't getting in the water.
You can get in the water. Nothing. I was the only one that got it.
The one the snakes come and find me? No, I'd probably get some water snake.
I have not been bit by a snake.
You know me, I did some water. No, the other day I wrestled one. Yeah, I'm not even going down that subject.
You're fighting with snakes again?
Well, as silly as it sounds, yeah.
This will be number 3.
Well, I mean, it's in my space. I said, no, you get out of here. And I was like, it was a call in the crack. And I grabbed it by the tail and I was yanking it out. And I knew it looked like a cottonmouth, but it was a brown water snake. I had to get out of my space.
But you have a history of getting bit by snakes. Or I'm sorry, struck. What do they say? Struck?
Oh, I'd say bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I got bit by a copperhead in 2011. And it was my fault.
But not too long after that.
Yeah, I almost got bit again, not even 2 months later. And I'm like, by that time, I'm like, geez, what? I mean, it's the same type of snake, everything. It was like striking. I came that close, I was jogging. And it came that close to biting my ankle.
As you can tell, we have some issues. We attract.
That's why I said I'm not getting in the water. Because the little suckers be like, there she is.
But it's beautiful. Cruises are worth it. The ocean is worth it. Bimini is gorgeous. And again, they have that day trip. If you're in Fort Lauderdale, it is gorgeous, and I recommend it for anybody. But if something happens to you, don't just take one answer and run with it. Please don't. Make sure you get the answers of what's going on.
Doctors do not know everything.
They don't.
Absolutely
they don't.
Not.
And just go get another opinion as many times as you need to. But this was our safety briefing of sorts.
White vinegar.
White vinegar, calamine lotion, oatmeal bath, all that good stuff if you do get stung by something.
How common is it to get that?
I have no idea, and I don't want to find out.
I just wonder, like, what...
That's something for us to research. Leave jellyfish alone. But until next time, this is the HERshyt Show. Be safe.
Be sure to log on to youtube.com and subscribe to the HERshyt Show at TheHERshytShow. Brought to you by 8 Robinsons TV and Yellow Tub Creative.